Hello, and welcome to Mr. Red Dragon 543, and today we are starting our Jedi Fallen Order 100% trophy guide. Let's do it. So today, it is after Christmas time, and yeah, so this is the only time of the year I'll probably the last game that I actually bought that was new was the Monster Hunter, which I find interesting. Yeah, so I like that. So like I said, this is going to be a 100% trophy playthrough, so hopefully I'll be able to get most of the things. I know I've seen some good reviews about this game, which is good. This does take place after Revenge of the Jedi and before New Hope, so it is in the era right after. Yeah, so it is pretty much the era of Order 66.
Listen, I
do want to say too that so I do have subtitles on because
it's gonna be good for us.
one, I'm partially like sometimes I can't hear things properly. However, I do know that sometimes people do want to know what the characters are saying. So I mean, yeah, it's good. That's why
What's your score? That couldn't hurt.
I don't mind having the subtitles on. Now, however, cutscenes, I do not know if they are copyrighted, because I know that there's games now that have copyrighted not cop scenes, cutscenes. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Sorry, Cal. Don't worry about it.
So I've seen the Rise of Skywalker, and all I gotta say is, for me, the Disney Star Wars movies I see as a different universe or a different parallel.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
ages.
Ranking her will be big money.
how I'd say it is it's like a alternate timeline where this is how I want to view it, is where Disney Star Wars would take place if Anakin was truly not the chosen one. But that's how I'm going to view it, because we all know oops. I thought I could go down. But that's how I'm viewing it, so that's why I'm looking at it in a different way. And it's okay that way.
Hey, you okay?
I do know that a lot of people really hate it. I think they could have done better with definitely a better story, better script. I do feel bad for the actors who were involved, because you know, they got screwed over the most. Like, they could have had potentially a great you know, they could have potentially had a great story for them, but they wound up getting, you know, absolutely destroyed by pretty much a script. I wonder if I can take off this fucking thing. But yeah, I do know that, like, the president for Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy, she is
Just passing through.
she has no respect for the fans, and she pretty much sees females as inferior and stuff, so she'll pretty much try to say that they're dumb, and that's why they deserve less good content, pretty much.
Good to see you.
That's how Kathleen Kennedy is.
That's
You
the
know,
idea.
she has no respect for anyone. But I do know that David Filoni, the person who's worked on the Clone Wars and stuff, he's doing his best to make sure everything is well respected and
Just
all that
passing through,
stuff,
guys.
and working with
No need to come out
actual
and say
good
hi this
material.
time.
So he's probably the best thing for Star Wars at the moment. I heard good praises from this game, which is really good because I'm interested because I got into Star Wars when I was
Sounds good. Be there soon.
I think I was 6 years old when I first saw The Phantom Menace. So, and that came out in 1999, yeah? Yeah, so I was 16 years old.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Yeah, so I was 6 years old when I first saw Star Wars. Oh, thought you could just drop like that. Oh, okay. But yeah, so I got into Star Wars through the prequels, ironically. But would I say they're good or bad? Probably not. I know Revenge of the Sith was definitely my favorite of the prequels. They're a lot more consistent than the Disney movies. Which is ironic because a lot of people, you know, as much as they hate the prequels, they are definitely way more consistent.
Hey, we should get moving. Yep, good looking out.
And, you know. But as for the movies, with how it's been handled with JJ and Ryan Johnson, you know, like I said, I see it as like an alternate timeline where not everything is canon. So, you know, as much as Disney likes to say, "Oh, it's canon," it's like, no.
Got it.
I rather
Your turn.
not have that because it really screws up a lot of things, including
Whoa. You okay?
you know,
Still here.
it really does break the canon lore, especially in Rise of Skywalker, because like you see it in the commercials, Palpatine's back, and you know, the whole thing is they're supposed to have the, you know, Anakin be the chosen one,
What a score!
and to have
Real
peace in the
scrap of
galaxy
Band-Aid.
for at least,
I mean, this he's been
I
here,
believe,
what,
1,000
4
years or so.
5.
Whoever flew this went down on a blazing
So
floor.
they kind of screwed up on the prophecy
Those Jedi.
thing, so that's why
Real tragedy.
Disney's
I've
Star
always
Wars
said they
will
could
never
all be
be
traitors.
the canon stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's an alternate timeline where the prophecy is just
I was gonna get a lot of
improvised, I
goodness
guess.
here,
That's how I'm going to
Yeah.
see it.
Here we are, scrapping these ships from the war just so they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us feel like this, it'll be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
On you, destiny. Yeah.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me. Who's that?
Other than me ranting and stuff about the Star Wars movies and stuff, how did you guys get into Star Wars, and which movie from each trilogy do you like the best? I know, like I said, for me, Revenge of the Sith was my favorite for the prequels. From the original trilogy, my favorite was Empire Strikes Back, and then with the Disney stuff,
Cal!
Force Awakens was alright. Even though it was a rehash of A New Hope, I think what they were trying to go for was the whole history will repeat itself.
No!
I don't know if that would be acceptable or not.
You okay, bro?
I'm all right. Just pinned down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here.
It's funny because out of the Disney trilogy, I think Finn's story was going to be interesting because I like the idea of like having a, you know, like the stormtrooper being, you know, an actual potential force user, which is interesting. Kylo Ren is also a pretty interesting character because I do like the fact that it's like, okay, it's funny because like
What was that back there? Was that you?
they were trying to be serious with these characters and stuff, but it's like,
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please trust me.
I've seen
I guess Kylo Ren is that kind of person who's like they,
I know.
you know, they're like, oh, this is what my grandfather did. I want to do that kind of thing, but I mean,
We need to be careful.
what they did in Last Jedi, and even Rise of Skywalker, what they did with his character, it's like it's interesting.
You holding up okay?
Good. You?
Yeah. Cal.
I do know if I were to make a Star Wars story, it'd be
I've never seen you do anything like that before.
it'd be actually way more different than that stuff. Like
So.
probably do it where it's like you know.
I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
I'm trying to find an era of like what would be better. Like it'd probably be like 100 years or like even 1,000 years like after
Maybe you should, disappear.
these events that happened with
Tappers owes me a favor.
Return of the Jedi, so it's like a whole
He was
new
up on
generation of Jedi and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say generation because that's every 20 years.
Yeah.
So it'd be a
Okay.
new millennial of Jedi, I guess you could say. So it'd be, so this is what I would do is like, you know, the Master's trying to work with this one Jedi, but like the Jedi has severe anger issues. And, you know, probably feels more like an outcast of anything, you know, because his training's going so poorly and he gets frustrated. And then, as he goes to fight, he realizes that he has one of the more advanced skills of what Master Windu has, which is I think it's breaking point, where it's like they can see like the enemy's weakness, and I'm pretty sure like it's got like the best counter and parry tactics. But it'd be interesting because then, you know, when he uses oh yeah, that's right, you gotta turn around. But yeah, so how, like, this is what I'd say is,
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
yeah. Yeah, so like that's the story I'd start off with is like a Jedi
stopped.
cut breaking point.
Yeah.
Then when the master
going
goes
on.
to fight them, they accidentally, I guess, several. So the young Jedi decides to run away,
Move out and line up.
tries to
Just another
seclude
contraband
themselves.
inspection.
So all of a sudden, when they go to fly away, they get he hears a voice from. Like I said, this is my story, like how I did it. So he gets I guess a force call from Mace Windu. See, the thing is, it's never known if Mace Windu actually died in the event of Revenge of the Sith, because with how we've seen Jedi and Sith survive long falls, you know, it is possible. And it is possible that he could be also a Force ghost at this point. So I'm going to keep that into consideration for the story, that like that's what happened.
Yes, second sister.
So Mace Windu calls the young Jedi. He goes,
We seek a dangerous fugitive.
"Meet me at the Temple of Coruscant."
This is no common
And
anarchist.
so this is
but
the same
devotee
temple that's burned down
of
and
the
everything.
treasonous Jedi order.
Goes there. You know,
Failure to turn over this traitor.
the area is
will
blocked off,
result in
and you
charge of
know
sedition.
he goes in
Turn
there
yourself in, or everyone present
because it's owned by
shall
the
face
Galactic
summary execution.
because it's owned by the Galactic Senate, pretty much.
I
Anyone
think
that trespasses
it's
in
time
the
someone
temple
came
would be arrested or executed on site, depending on who it is.
I've been working on this heap a long time.
So when the guy, so
Way
when
before
the
the
character
war.
goes there, he goes to follow the
Refit and
spirit.
rebuilt ships.
He goes into the
Best in the galaxy.
council room,
Then came the Empire.
and he hears
And engineers.
Mace Windu's voice telling him, he
Came
goes,
scrappers.
"You have a gift
The
only
workers?
I have possessed.
They just started getting worked.
Be careful with the gift that you
We all
have,
know the truth.
for
We're just
you need control of
Too
both
afraid
the
to
light
say it.
and dark side of the Force."
to the
So the
Empire.
character is realizing that
We're
he's
all
not just
expendable.
Yes, you are.
pure Jedi, but he does have the ability of Sith ability.
Look at this, a lightsaber.
So that's how I'd start the story
I found the Jedi!
and work from that template at that point. But like I said, it'd be like 1,000 years in the future. So
Oh, that hurts. Hold it. Don't move. How'd you get here?
Easy now.
Got us. Whoops. Hear that over the comm? Jedi? Stay sharp. They won't get past us. The traitor. Blast them. Contact confirmed. Shoot to kill. You aren't leaving here alive. Hostile approaching. I can take you out, no problem. I've sealed the cargo door.
One way out. Gotta keep moving.
I do find it interesting that they're going for like kind of like a Tomb Raider approach with this, like Tomb Raider.
With the rest of us. I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare. That's how you prepare for death. Someone? Anyone? Help!
Nice. All right.
I am not losing this. I won't let you kill me. If the fugitive comes this way, I'm ready.
Alright. We know how to parry, right?
He's almost down.
Okay.
You won't stop us. Move up. Take him out. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I hit him. Why did I do that? Get to the front. Stop the train.
I'm kind of low now.
Oh no! Need cover. Gotta move in between bursts. Now! Faster!
Here. I'm ready for you.
You shot the coupling out. Gotta get down!
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I really find it weird that you need to hold it a specific way. You need to hold L1 the whole time, man.
Whoa! This is bad! Only way is up.
I like how this is the same actor that's in Shameless, and he also plays the Joker in Gotham too, I believe. Yeah, so the main character, I don't know
We're here to help.
his
Who are you?
No time. Keep
full
moving. We'll
name,
pick you up when we
but he
can.
plays Ian in Shameless and whatnot. But what I find interesting too is there's now two Jokers that play Jedi in Star Wars. Mark Hamill and him. And what I was surprised is that my dad, who's a DC fan, okay, or superhero fan in general, he likes DC and Marvel. I don't know why specifically. Well, I guess DC because Mark Hamill's, Joker's DC, whatever. But what I thought was funny is
Be much of a fight. Oh look, he's scared. He's slipping away.
okay.
Have to win.
Oh. Didn't realize.
And it's hurt. You got it. We can catch him still. Killing everyone.
Alright. Haha.
Get in there. Anyone leaving here alive?
scoot, you gas fish. Just the fucking stormtrooper has a force or something. Yeah, so any loading screens or whatnot, I'm going to edit out. So that way you're not waiting.
stuff?
So any time, so I know how people really hate. That's why some videos you'll see are not like the full 60 or 30
This can't
minutes.
be good.
You're in control of what you do.
Jump now! Hold on!
I don't even know if you had to actually jump or not. And you be dead or under severe concussion at that point. Weight plus velocity equals impact. Jedi are weight. Must use force to kind of weaken the impact, but hey.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to bang your stuff. Haha.
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all.
Maybe I did.
Who's
Maybe
your
I
master?
didn't.
Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live? I will destroy you.
Oh. Alright, that's just like a free hit combo. Yeah, fucking did it.
This is pathetic.
What up?
Enough! It will be over soon, Jedi. Better than I thought.
Get on board!
When I watched the Rebels, they had those, because I guess where they introduced the Sith Inquisitors. Oh, the way they use those fucking sabers are so fucking cheesy. Especially the one who uses it as a fucking helicopter. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they're flying with them. Yeah.
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
Grab some seat, eh? Not grab a seat, go grab some seat.
Thanks for the help. But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda. And this
Just
is my
that
captain,
dialogue.
Reese Ridus.
Go
doing?
grab some seat.
Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that back there?
Calcassus. I'm the
Imperial
one who's
Inquisitor.
gonna run this.
She's a Force user hunting
yeah.
Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much?
It always
Why'd you help
feels like somebody's
Track
watching
Imperial
me.
communications. We
Rubber
heard the
dub dub
Inquisitors were
in
heading to
my
Bravo.
tub. It always
we don't move.
feels like
Yeah?
somebody's watching me.
What's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
As I scrub,
That's gratitude for you.
there's a lady
get it.
across the street.
You've been surviving on
Who
your own
likes
for
to
so
peek
long that it's
right
impossible
on
to trust
me.
anyone.
As I
it's
go
what's kept you
to the
alive.
bathroom
But this is
to
about
take
something
a shower.
bigger than
Oh
just
no.
surviving.
Like what?
Fucking
Rebuilding
goddamn
the
it.
Jedi Order.
Fucking looping of it. Sweet!
Anybody else?
And it's only been
we're not good enough
less than
for you?
40 minutes, damn.
The Jedi Council?
Gone.
At the dawn of a new awakening, something will rise and something will fall. Someone
Captain,
will be birthed
set a
and
course for the
someone
Gone.
will die. But in the end of it all, everything
In the meantime, try and relax.
is
Oh, safe.
consequenced by
For
time.
now.
Everything is consequenced by the will of which you decide.
You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny. Calico!
You were talking in your sleep.
Alright, so I think now I can fucking wear the jacket instead of the fucking poncho. I don't know. Whenever I play games, I prefer ooh, the Mantis. Yeah. Alright, so I think you can come here and customize your saber now. Yeah. No. Okay. Alright. I played a bit of this at my dad's, but he's got an Xbox One, so I was like, alright. I found it really weird.
Grease?
Not now. I got work to do.
Alright, fine, you slide. You know, that'd be interesting if you can force interactive things in sense the past. Like, can you imagine how fucking great it would be to have like Jedi FBI investigators or like even like detectives at that point? Like, no one would be fucking like getting away at that point. It'd be like, hey, yeah, we sensed you. What did I do? Yeah, you fucking murdered
So-
more younglings, Anakin. What the fuck is
I
wrong
wrote
with you?
Years
But
ago,
Master, I couldn't help myself. I was just
such an
saving their
object and
lives.
witness events connected to.
It's all it was bound to get worse.
Feel its history.
Anakin, no!
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
would you know
Anakin's
that?
like,
I was once a Jedi.
hopefully I don't have child
Not
of mine one day. I would be sad
I know
too.
you.
You see fucking like Luke in the
But I knew your
wearing
master.
like number one's
Gerald
best
DePaul.
stature. He's like, you're not gonna kill me,
was
are
a
you?
true guardian of the Republic.
He was a
No!
hero.
Good thing you went there when your father was
Something happened to me
rampaging
during
me.
the purge.
Why?
I
You're no
survived,
longer a
but
youngling, my friend.
My connection to the force is
Okay.
damaged.
Your father loved to kill
When
younglings.
I meditate, if I let my
With this
guard down,
lightsaber I'm about to give
I
you.
lose control. It's like I'm back in that
Why
moment.
would you do this to me, Uncle Ben?
Survived, Cal.
Fucking Luke gets like the force. Here's
You're
the
not
force echoes of like all the
Not
children
anymore.
that are slaughtered. Like, ah! You just see like one of the younglings. She's like, I can take you on, Anakin. Go. Alright. So this will be the end of episode 1
This is
of
the
my playthrough.
A Jedi
after
I knew discovered it before the purge.
this, and then
Won't find
episode
it on
2.
any maps.
So
The Empire doesn't know this place exists.
this will probably be most likely posted up in the new year.
What's the plan?
For
Hide out here?
or like after New Year. This is
done
pre-recorded on December
See that
27th,
structure
but
over there?
yeah.
I believe that vault holds the key to rebuild
But I
the
do
Jedi Order.
soft that
But
is.
it
I
requires
do not
someone strong
have
in the Force to pass
you know,
its test.
good software stuff.
Since
I
you're
mean,
not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
what can you expect when you're
I
poor?
know
Am I
you
right?
don't trust
A lot of this stuff
And
I
I'm not really
own
sure I trust
has
you.
been given to me through
But we
gifts
have a common enemy
or
and a common cause.
when they're on sale.
I'll share more of my
And
plan
I
after
think
you
this
reach
is
the vault.
important to tell people
But-
because
Until then, there's someone here I think you should meet.
like I said,
May the
this
Force
is
be with
probably
you.
the first game that besides the Iceborne expansion, this is like probably the first game that I bought all 2019, and so it's something that I want to state now. But
I'm
until
looking for a
then,
Jedi then.
you guys have a
But if there's
great
already one
day,
here, why
night,
does Seer need me?
and I'll see you guys later. Bye.